guys, what is up? Today I come to you with my first impression, first review of the Summer Anime 2016 lineup of ReLIFE. And so far, I already enjoyed the first episode. It had me laughing, especially at our main character, Kaizaki Arata. Like, if you have not read the synopsis that's been posted online, what ReLIFE is, or if you're the same person who does not read like the comics, I don't read it, but I know it's a web comic. Basically, from my understanding of this first episode, is that we have our main character Kaizaki, who's a 27-year-old, and he's unemployed. He's a NEET because he doesn't work, and he's always trying to look for a job, hopping from job to job. He doesn't have a steady one, so his life is in shambles, and Lady Luck is possibly never on his side. Now, how would you like it if one day some random dude came up to you and said, I can change your life for the better if you decide to participate in this 1-year experiment where you take this pill, this blue and white pill, and you can live your life as a 17-year-old for 1 year, and you can try to fix whatever problems you had before your current time. Now, it might sound fishy, but there's some benefits towards this. We pay all your fees. We just enroll you into a school for 1 year so we can observe you. And from there on, we try to help you and so that you can better your life once this whole experiment ends. Now, those are the benefits for it and the such. And I mean, if you're paying for all my expenses and the fact that my parents are no longer going to be sending me money from now on, I think I might try to, do this little experiment. So the person that did this, introduce him to the experiment, is called Rio. So he's also in on the experiment. So he takes the pill and tries to observe Arata in his everyday life as a 17-year-old. Now, there are people out there who are probably watching this series right now, and like when they're watching it and seeing that it's also tagged with romance, while at the same time it's science fiction, fantasy, or something, because he reverts back to a 17-year-old but still mentally is a 27-year-old. There is going to be possibly romance. From my understanding, there's going to be possibly romance in this series, and some people may not like that large age gap when it comes to romance, because even though he is physically on the outside towards everyone else, a 17-year-old, he is still biologically and mentally a 27-year-old. So some people may not like that, but as myself, who has read many manga, particularly within the demographic of the shoujo demographic and romance, I've seen many manga where there is a large age gap between the two protagonists of this series. So it doesn't really faze me, but hopefully those who are only anime only watchers, hopefully you can get over that hurdle, because it's pretty hilarious how it can deal with it, particularly if it's the male character who's usually the one who's older in age, and how he deals with trying to build a bond or relationship with his younger companions, and in particular his love interest. Already, I think his love interest that already has been pointed out, but if you haven't really realized, I think it will be that girl named Rena, who has the twin ponytails, and she seems type of cold, but I think she may be his love interest after seeing this episode. It really did catch my eye how like everything is pretty simple, and it's not like, flashy. It's the drawing, the art is pretty mellow. So if you want something mellowed out as well as comedic, then definitely this series is going to be for you. Saying again, with the age gap, hopefully you guys get over that. It's going to be pretty hilarious seeing from Arata's side how he has to deal with being in high school once again after graduating 10 years before. So in the first episode already, we see him get caught with cigarettes because he is a smoker, and he get caught by his gym teacher, who gives him a lecture and tells him, you have to write a report, a reflection on what your behavior was. So he's trying to fit in, him being a 27-year-old in a 27-year-old and in a 17-year-old body, trying to fit in with his peers is quite hilarious. So we're going to see him messing up a whole lot, him trying to fit in like with the latest trends that's going on, or like when it comes to video games or like Twitter or Facebook and all of those stuff. It's going to be pretty hilarious seeing him trying to understand all of these things with the modern day students, as well as trying to possibly, we may see him giving some inspirational quotes or speeches to his peers at the time. So really, I liked the first episode. It was pretty funny. The premise of it was spot on. It was very direct. From now on, we're gonna see how he's going to deal with his everyday life for the next 12 episodes, or 13 episodes that we're gonna see of this entire series. I have not read the manga, but if you have yourself, if you're the person who reads the manga or the web comic, please no spoilers. I want people who are just watching the anime, especially like myself, to be surprised by each episode, and especially what it entails. But one thing I do have for the people who does read, how well did this episode adapt from its parental source? Do you think it was too fast or too slow, or is it going at a pretty decent pace for a first episode, adapting from at least the first or second chapter of the web comic? So if you guys saw this week's episode of ReLIFE, the first anime, at least I know, that's translated of summer 2016, do tell me in the comment section below what you thought of it for the first view. Also, the links are in the description box, so you guys go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chun of Anime Legends Podcast, and if you guys are wondering, I'm going to continue reviewing this anime because I cannot wait to see what's going to continue happening in this show. And I will see you guys later. Bye!